Yeah. Already? Already kimchi? Okay, there we go. Your leg hurts. From what? Not more your first. You saw the new video I have? It's finally working. Finally working. Use this brush here. We're gonna continue with the painting from a few days ago. Just give me another brush. There we go. Do that. And we get some more colors. Freaking hot. So you're gonna use some, what is this? Lemon yellow. See what else should we got? Use some crimson, raw sienna, and maybe some. What do we got here? Looks like a darker brown. Here we go. And maybe some burnt, some raw umber. So we'll put this here. We're gonna put a bit of the paint on our palette. Damn it. There we go. Some raw umber. Some lemon yellow. Some raw sienna. And some crimson. Thanks for the likes, Lego Sam. There you go. We'll use those colors to start off with. Continue the painting from, like I said, a couple days ago. Let's go in with maybe some yellow. So this side should be a bit in like the sun. Should be brighter. Can try show where the sun hits it when the shadow be. Something like this. Maybe even some of the raw sienna. Maybe mix it in. Use both at the same time. You gonna paint as well? You lazy or what? Add a mariachi back to the painting? I'm not that good. For free? Paint a mariachi band for free? Come on now. I do have a reference image that I'm using, as my guide of some buildings. But just kind of experimenting here with the brush strokes. Still like finding my style. What I like, what I don't like with acrylic. I'm not sure if I like the big strokes or maybe like the smaller looking strokes. What up? What is that? Renee? I think I'm up for the silver star. I've never seen that before. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I should realize this I should be a bit darker. That side should be lighter. So, just continue using some more of that yellow. Pretty much all this over here will be, in the sun. And like down here, we're gonna add some bushes. I'm still experimenting, learning with, using acrylic. I'm not, well versed in it. Kind of picked it up a few. Well, I mean, I used to before, but now I'm really using it to, experiment. What happened? Just kind of doing whatever I want to do. I started off with in this book, trying to make the painting look a little bit nicer. Something like this, right? A little bit more realistic, but it's still pretty, pretty shit. But then I started really experimenting with like brush strokes around here, especially on this page. As you can see, kind of messy strokes. Yeah, that's what's going on. So how was everyone's weekend? Hopefully good. Hopefully. Anything good happening? Any plans for next weekend? Let's add a bit of that crimson inside. Hey, cats, how's it going? You had a good weekend? Oh, too much brown there. No plans. Boo. You're on spring break now? Nice, good. I'm alright, thank you for asking. I actually have my wife's younger sister on spring break as well, and she's visiting us. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Is it Renee? Hopefully I'm saying it right. Renee Schmidt. I have a couple of different type of styles that I be doing with my art. Like I'll just do paintings with acrylics. What time did I start the live? What is that? 9 minutes ago exactly. So I just started. Just started the live. You're what a corrupted. You're. How are you? I already have a 1K likes. Damn. Most likely it's my wife. Unless she was in here. Always supporting, liking the videos. But actually, no, I think she was on is she here? Oh, she was on YouTube. Sending them likes. You doing good? That's good. I too am doing good. Can't complain too much. A little sore on my arms. I've been trying to get back in shape. Work out here and there. But besides that's alright. Can't complain too much. We went to this. I'm not sure what you call it. But this place, it had like go-karts, mini golf, and some arcade games. We went there, we did some go-karting. That was pretty fun. Except that those this fucking stupid ass kid and some guy that were kind of aggressive and like bumping into us on purpose. But besides that, it was a fun day. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There you go. Litter cap. It's all good. Hope you have an amazing night. I'm assuming it's night for you as well. But yeah, the freaking kid and some guy were annoying, like just bumping into us on purpose. Not a lot, you know, but it was enough to just like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, it's currently 12:14 a.m. I'm always streaming late at night, between maybe 9 or 10 p.m. when I start, and I finish around maybe 3 a.m. Night owl. So you can usually catch me here, just painting or drawing, depending on what I'm in the mood for. 3:15 a.m. for you? Damn. You're about what, like 4 hours ahead of me? What are you doing up so late? You know, I'm up late because I'm just always up late streaming. Do some of that. A little bit more here. I'm not super happy with some of these colors that I added, but we'll continue. Do you also draw, Renee? Draw or paint? This side should be a little bit darker than this side here. Yeah, what do you do? You draw traditional, digital. Got a bit more here and there. It's kind of cool. I like this style, but it's just so time consuming. And sometimes I'm impatient. I just want to finish the painting quick. There we go. And soon here we're gonna have some more trees here, and some more here, some over here, like a big ass bush. Also, I got to post the new challenge for this upcoming month of drawing every single day. So for March, it was like fabrics and folds, and next month for April, we're gonna be drawing one insect every single day. And I'm gonna post all the drawings that I have as well. And make a YouTube short, TikTok short, post it. This month was pretty bad for me with the challenge. I got lazy and started rushing the drawing. So there's a bunch of ugly looking drawings and a few kind of like half finished drawings. I didn't give myself enough time this month. Like last month and the previous month, I gave myself ample time, at least like 3 hours to do the drawing. This time I gave myself an hour max, maybe. Sometimes like 30 minutes to finish the drawing. It's like just not enough time. Just not enough time. We got a little bit of maybe brown as well up here. And there we go. Alright, so we're gonna get some green, and luckily we already have some here. Pale green. We're gonna put it on our palette. That's just off to the side. And we're also gonna use what else? Some phthalo green. Maybe some light green. And some phthalo blue. And that's gonna be for the bushes and trees. So once again, just adding some of those paints off of my palette. Not a lot. It's like a very tiny amount. As you can see there, tiny dots of paint. Don't put it anywhere. Want a nice variety of color. I might throw in maybe like a purple or something, or red, maybe white. Maybe a colorful painting. Excuse me. So I think I'm gonna get a bigger brush. That's gonna be too small. Oh, actually, we have one here. So well, the same size, but I feel like I could do a bit more with this. So we're gonna pick up the lighter color, actually the darker color. I'm just gonna tap it in. So we made on the shadow for the tree, which is phthalo blue. Look at that. Gonna connect it. And add another tree over here. Is that real, or are you just saying that, Renee? You know, it's the internet. You never share. Oh, you can see if people are truthful or just lying. You know, if that's true, then you know, sucks. Sorry for your loss, but if it's not true, why lie? Okay, just clean that. Take out the excess. Yeah, pick up that phthalo green. Same thing, just kind of like dab it into the paper. And it's a bit too thin because it has water on the brush. So just kind of dry it off. Phthalo green. And a bit more up here, random spots. Maybe here and there. Pick up that pale green. Once again, just kind of tap it, let it bounce around. Like that. Some of the other green. Hey, Midnight and Oakland. Did you see I did post your challenge? I'm not sure if you saw it, but I did post it. So we'll see if people join in. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Something may be good, something may be shit. Throw it in there. And we're throwing a bit of green on the wall as well. It's supposed to be looking like maybe ivy climbing. Thank you, Lilith Victoria. Appreciate it. It's a little bit messy, but I like it. Let me show you your face. What paint am I using? This is acrylic. If you're asking for the brand, it is Arteza. Arteza. Not sponsored. no promotion, whatever. So that's what I'm using. 6:23 p.m. for you. Okay. Lots of different time zones. Just gonna get some of that phthalo green. Yeah, some good stuff. This is like only thing from that brand. This brand, Arteza. I don't think I have anything else from this brand. And I picked up the paint for $5. $5 for a 24 pack of acrylic. Good price. I went to like this one store where they sell a bunch of like random shit for like super cheap, because like I don't know, they buy like in bulk or something, kind of like one of those Amazon like liquidation stores. And I saw the paints. I was like, $5 for 24. Why not? Let's just see how they work, and they work. Might be a little late, especially depending on how you look at it for you. True. Vito, long time no see. 642 now. You got into an accident? What happened? Yeah, very good deal. I ended up actually buying 3 packs of so $15, and I got, what is it, 24 is what is it, 48 plus another 24. It's all good, Vito. Don't even trip. You know, hopefully you're okay and not in any serious, critical condition or whatever. No need to be sorry. You're in an accident. If true. If not true, then why lie? You just don't sleep. It's 2:25 a.m. right now. You're a night owl? We're all night owls here. Maybe. I'm actually a digital artist, but even though my medium is different, I think it's nice to see art in general. Same. But how does it feel to be a digital artist in this time we're living in, when there's a bunch of AI? Would you be getting accused of using AI? You don't sleep through the day. You're gonna have some massive bags under your eyes. You're a night owl? Maybe not. They put you to sleep. Cool painting. Thank you for that. Peekaboo. Yeah, peekaboo. Tevamos. You want to show off your art? I think sometimes, have you ever experienced paranormal activities? I have experienced paranormal stuff. You're lying. Let me see. I think I just think it's I lose because yeah, AI is. I mean, I don't really mind AI if you're upfront about it. If you tell people or your post or whatever, like, okay, look, I used AI in this way or for this thing, then go for it. I don't really care. But if you're gonna use AI and then try to pass it off as your own, that's when I'm like, no, you lost me there. Don't use AI and try to pass it off as your own. How's that? Because you're gonna go to Sky Zone. I was gonna maybe go to Sky Zone today, but we didn't go to Sky Zone. What are some paranormal things I experienced? Let me see. I heard like laughing. I have seen a shadowy figure. What else? I've seen things move. By themselves. Obviously. At least you gotta go out and eat. You didn't tell your sister. You got Sky Zone money? Being an AR. Is that when it comes to AR, as long as you're honest about how you're using it, or if you're using it, then I don't really mind. It's when people start using it and claim that art as their own. That's why I'm just kind of like, why? Why? I ever had like a few experiences with people using AI and try to claim it as their own, or not really being like, upfront about it. And there was one person, I had a competition, and they sent in their drawings because there's a lot of them, and it looked kind of AI, and I told them like, okay, did you draw this or is this AI? And they're like, no, I drew this. And I was like, you sure? They're like, if you want, I'll redo them in traditional. Person I'm like, all right, then go for it. Never heard from them again.
Where do you have these permacristos?
Just in different places. My old apartments, mainly.
You know, from a duck to a random drawing.
Rip Pebbles, you got kidnapped. Rip Pebbles. The ugly duckling. Okay, so this is supposed to be like some trees here. Clean that off. Put a little bit more grass here, and some more around here. Your friend stole them.
Not too bad. I hope you have a good night today. All right, thank you for
joining in. I hope you have an amazing night. And who knows, maybe we might see each other again. Perhaps. Perhaps not. People come and go. It's just the way it is. Be some grass. Just laying down the little coats, little layer, and then go in again and add a bunch of little brush strokes of different paint, different greens. All this is just kind of like a walkway. You gotta zoom out just a tiny bit. There you
go. This counts as a firm or not for one time outside your girlfriend's house. It was late at night. I could hear this really loud scratching noise.
Well, I think it maybe depends. It could be paranormal. Like, let's say if you lived in, I don't know, in a house apartment, and it sounds like scratching. Like, oh, if you have pets, it could have been your pets. If you don't have any pets, then that's kind of weird. Maybe just like a rat. It's just, I don't know. It could be. You gotta think about if there's anything else that can maybe make that scratching noise.
Someone scratching on the walls and laughing hysterically.
There you go. Yeah, whenever I kind of experience something paranormal, I'm always like, is it a... I always messing around with my wife like it's a ghost. Either that or I kind of just try to play it off. Not play it off, like, maybe... There's always an explanation for something. Thank you, Oakland, for the silver star. I think I already have you on the table. Thank you so much for the silver star. Second silver star of the stream. Yeah. bunch of little grass. I think I'll use a fan brush for a bit more texture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put you on the table. I remember last time you did send something else. Let's get some of that green. Like that. Want to sleep? Okay, I've returned. Pablo Picasso. What up, Jay? Oh, you're about to get your watery sounds. This is my fish tank. You know, I'm not rich enough to be on a boat. I'm not rich enough to be on a boat. And if I was on a boat, it would be like, you know, too much movement of the water. So, well, I guess it makes sense. Disgusting brush strokes. And everything is, yeah, everything seems good. Go. So I'm gonna get some more phthalo blue and phthalo green. And I'm just kind of like tapping my brush into this paint. Let's keep on doing that. Tapping. There's a bunch of different textures going on. Different textures, different colors. Maybe even some yellow will pick up. Well, it's kind of already drying out. There we go. Let's turn this off. What kind of fish do you have? I want to get a bunch of fish one day in a giant aquarium. Right now, just some betas. Got a beta. Well, 3 betas. I got 3 betas in one tank. I know, you know, people are like, oh, don't keep betas together, but I have 1 male, 2 females, and it's a pretty big tank. It's about like 50 gallons, so there's, you know, a lot of space for them to swim around. Plus, I'm always checking, keeping my eye on them to make sure that there's no fighting or anything happening. If there is fighting, then I'll separate it. But no, for the most part, they all seem to get along. No fighting, no nothing. Very peaceful fish. At least one that I got. And I also have a Corydoras swimming around, and a blue crayfish or crawfish or lobster, whatever you want to call it, in a tank as well. Let's see, someone subscribed to you. Now I have to wait 2 more subscribers before we can go live. Damn, sorry to hear that. But that's how it is, though. Oakland. Oh, Privyet, Alexander. Privyet. Do this. Just add like little pebbles. Yeah, but the fish seem to be doing fine though. Doing well. Swimming around, eating good. Lots of space for them to swim. Lots of hiding spots as well, since I have lots of plants in there. A lot of moss. You guys jump scared by your own video being on your For You page. Yeah, that does be happening. Sometimes I'd be getting notifications as well. Like, oh look, this video might be for you. And it's my own video. With the fish, is it just the 2 males that fight or 2 females that fight? I know the males be fighting. Some people do have tanks of just females. They call it a sorority. But it just kind of depends on the fish. You know, all fishes, kind of people could be different, like, temperaments. So maybe you might get a bunch of females, but for whatever reason they don't get along at all. And so the ones that we have right now, we have 2 females and 1 male, and they all seem to be fine. One of the females is like pretty small, and that one just kind of like, does its own thing off on the side. And like the 2 older ones, like the male and female, seem to be together. Welcome back, Schmidt. Because if anything, just do your own research and just keep an eye. If you do get to multiple betas for one tank, might not be recommended, but if you have the space for it, then you go for it. And if you're able to like separate them, go for it. Cause that was like the first thing I was worried about, putting the betas in together, if they were gonna fight. But no, they were fine. I think I'm gonna call this one done. I'm not super happy with the ground here, but maybe we could do some of this, kind of make it look a bit ugly. For the fish, all swimming around and watching Finding Nemo. Exactly. I think you should be fine as long as you give it enough space and enough fighting spots to feel comfortable. I'm gonna throw some red in here, just cause, just cause. Give it a bit different color. That kind of reminds me of a strawberry. It looks a little bit like blood, a little bit, not a lot. And I'm getting paint, and I'm also having like lots of water on my brush to kind of like thin it out. So I'm dipping my brush in water, taking off a bit of the excess, and pick up some of that paint. And you can see that it's pretty runny, kind of transparent compared to like this top part, which is very heavy, very thick. There we go. Depending on bleed from where and why. If you're purposely, cutting yourself to do that, then yeah, it's weird. You shouldn't do that. It was like, oh, you got a paper cut. Yeah, I think we all do that. Get like a small little paper cut. You kind of like just suck the blood, like, oh, fuck. I've done that before. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call this one done. Took me maybe about an hour and a half, more or less, around that. An hour and a half. Okay, so put some of this stuff away. Move it so we could do another painting. We'll start on another painting. So that's the finished product. Okay, yeah. I'm good. Yeah, don't be cutting yourself. So I'm gonna look for another reference image. Okay, that's why I do these with references. So let's go on Pinterest and just see It catches my attention. There's a few here. This one seems kind of cool to do. Down right there. We're gonna try to do that. Some water. So, yes, everybody casts. Okay, so that's why. That is why. Excuse me. So we're gonna need a lots of blue. So we got some of that. Prussian, cobalt. Let's see what else do we need. Phthalo. You compare a movie about fishermen. No, I do not know that movie. A little bit of pale green. Might throw some green in there as well. And titanium white. So those are the colors we're going to use. And some rose. Alright, so I'm just going to throw this down directly onto the paper. So we're going to use some cobalt. Maybe up here like that. Some of this. Thank you, Open, for the sparkles. Kind of like cheese. I don't know if you saw that. Like, it looked a bit like cheese. It was a horror movie from the early 2000s, but they recently did a remake. Nope. I don't really watch horror, so I find it irritating the way the characters be doing things and thinking. Yeah, thank you, Oakland. Thank you for the support. Do that. And we're gonna throw the rose in here. Yeah, I really do appreciate it, Oakland. And hopefully, you know, people join in the challenge that you have with clay. Let's get this brush, throw it in some water, take out the excess. Which makes me laugh because it's always, yeah, it's just so dumb. If I'm watching like a horror movie or something, I prefer to watch something paranormal. Like, I watch a horror movie if it's about ghosts. I prefer those because those seem a bit more like, okay, you know, powers and this and that. But when it's like a slasher film, you know, Freddy, Jason, all those guys, and many more, I'm just like, ugh. So dumb. But paranormal movies, those I would like to watch. Like the Conjuring movies, I like them. Paranormal Activity, which I kind of want to see again. There we go, just kind of tap it in. So this is the ocean. Why does the penguins in the whole movie always seem to trip and fall? Exactly. Exactly. There's no secondhand embarrassment, you cannot handle that shit. What gives you secondhand embarrassment? What have you seen that has given you secondhand embarrassment? What up, MGAR? Or the phones and vehicles magically stop working. I said, yeah, there's like so many stupid, like cliche things that happen in horror movies. I'm just like, are you serial? What I'm making this time? This. I'm attempting to paint this picture. It won't be pretty. It'll be kind of ugly, same as the last picture, last painting. So we'll throw down some rose, and I think we'll throw in a little bit of lemon yellow as well, just a tiny bit. And without cleaning the brush, we're just gonna continue to like just really tap, tap, tap. Perhaps have the colors start mixing. Like I said, we're not waiting for anything pretty here. Then come back up here to kind of mix it in. Not a smooth transition, but a transition nonetheless. Nevertheless, something. I'm gonna kind of clean up this part because it's a little bit messy. A bit too messy for my liking. I'm just kind of really pushing into it. Pick up some of this. There we go. I think I might leave it at that. We could fix it up later. The movie I saw a while ago was called Fender Bender. It was about a guy who would sneak into the riches to exchange information and ask. Never heard of it. Sleep, Oakland, sleep. Why do you guys never want to sleep? Huh? No, do you end up killing them? Yeah. There we go. So now we're gonna paint the house that's on the water. I think we'll use some of this cobalt blue. Actually, we're gonna mix some cobalt so we get like a lighter blue, because this might be a bit too similar. Another one. And some titanium white. What do you want? Well, you have your leftover food. If you want that, leftover in and out. It's in one of those. I think the bottom one is yours. Yeah, because you'll know first. Yeah, the bottom is yours. Hey, Stu, how's it going? Let's see. Like 2 minutes. How does one sleep? Never heard of that odd word. If you want to stay up. Man, bunch of youngsters. Here, let's pin that. How you been, Stu? How you feeling? Oh, okay, so we got that. So let's mix up our cobalt blue titanium white off here on the side. You can't really see it, but mixing it up. And we're gonna just pick up all that paint. Here we go. When your bracing starts to hurt again, yeah, imagine having braces. Couldn't be me. I have perfect teeth. Amazing teeth. Super straight. Super white. The dentist said they've never seen teeth as straight and as white as mine. No, it's already late. If you want, you get juice. If not, your sister's gonna get mad if she wakes up and she sees you drink it now. Do you say one thing about Bender movie? The find it's a friend aided Kate of lives to the house by an unknown person. Someone says their friend died because of that. Guys, it's just horror movies always stupid shit. But in all seriousness, I kind of need braces. I don't need braces. My teeth are already straight in me. This. Kind of like very streaky. There's supposed to be a building here. That goes like that. That cuts off. Okay. Gotta make sure. Cool. Just clean up the excess paint and drink some water. See. Excuse me. Your friends even questioned it. They were just like, "Oh, Monsieur escaped over to the house in the middle of the night." It just, yeah. See, it's just so dumb. Okay, so I think that's it for this paint. And I'm gonna add a little bit of green for the boat. So I'm gonna get some phthalo green, and we're gonna throw a little bit into that mixture. And now this extra, might just throw in a couple here. Just why not? Maybe some here as well. Something like that. Yeah, paranormal movies are, I like those. So let's mix up that green. That we had before. There you go. Let's kind of get like a sea green. Maybe a little bit of a teal color going on. Okay. So we're gonna pick up some of this and paint a little boat right here. There we go. Kind of blends in, but we'll darken up both of these here to, you know, make it easier to differentiate. My opinion, the was my character. Trying to get back with him. You can't possibly be describing a real movie right now. So look at some of this phthalo blue to darken this up now. Okay, let's pick it up. It's not dark enough. Kind of, but not dark enough. So that's a more phthalo blue. For whom, Ruby? For whom? For your mother? For your friend? That sounds like you're gonna get for the baseball bat. What kind of fucking shit you be watching, huh? Maybe it's like a spoof movie parody. Still not dark enough. Yeah, I'm assuming it's your a friend or your maybe something else. Movie on Tubi. Okay, it makes a bit more sense. What up, bro? How are you? How's it going? Makes it a bit better. Let's get this one here. You know how it's to be. Now, truthfully, I've never seen that Tubi movie, but I know what they're about. You're tired, sad, joyous, everything. Why? Your exams? So this over here is dark.
looks like given when they bought it.
Yeah, like I'm assuming I'm positive it was for someone else. It's not for you. Not for you. Go like that. Maybe kind of darken up some of these areas here.
There you go. If I show anything here with the need kids to be able to walk home from school 5.5 kilometers and go to the school.
Why didn't you take a bus? And I know it's not for you, Ruby. I'm hoping it's not for you. I'm gonna be extremely disappointed.
You bought the buses? Oh, and then yesterday was the final exam, school was over, so joyous.
Etoile coming in and freaking career goals from the dead out of nowhere. Oh, watch out, watch out. How you been? How's your exams? I know for sure you're close to getting out, or you already graduating or something.
If you don't mind, from the time that I've been in school to at least walk home was a dream.
Damn, why are you hitting Ruby with 300?
These are my favorite one of my movies, the Conjuring series.
Conjuring would have to be one for sure. Those the Conjuring and maybe Paranormal Activity. Maybe that's pretty much it. I don't remember if I seen Annabelle. Down from 300, 600 to 100 to 1.8. What the poor Ruby? 86. They just keep on going up and up and up.
It was Mr. Rain. I had anything like that.
Well, hopefully you know, after walking home, you don't feel a need to do it again. Exams ain't over yet. Damn, so you just been hitting the studying, study, big study.
Remember when Annabelle was with Martin Wayans? I'm not sure.
That's crazy, Oakland. That's crazy. Wild. The main character montage you're playing in your head. I too have walked home from school. I'm not sure exactly how long it took you. Probably not as far as yours walk was. It was about like a 30 to close to 40-minute walk. A Haunted House movie 2. No, I've never seen those. Only an hour. Okay, so just about the same. I'm looking for a black. Looking for my Mars black. Here it is. Let me get this one here. Kind of rarely use black, but I'm gonna go for it this time.
I'm trying the firearms for tomorrow. Can you guess which one is it? It's handgun from the 20th century.
I'm not. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with Tommy gun. That's my guess. Also, before I forget, let me tap in this paint that I do earlier. There you go. I know the Annabelle Museum is closed from last I remember. But I have no idea what the Robert Museum is. Never heard of that. Kimchi, kimchi, kimchi.
Handguns, Tommy guns, machine gun.
The M1, okay, the M1911. Yeah, I'm not a history buff. I'm not a very smart man. We're gonna keep this. Trying to recreate the picture, but give it some personality. Don't want to recreate a one-to-one copy.
Oh, it's 2:14. Yeah, I gotta leave.
Go to sleep. Man, what's up with you people coming in here and like, I'm tired, I need to sleep. And when I tell you go to sleep, you're like, nah.
The Hunter Robert doll.
He's Robert. That sounds familiar. I feel like I've seen him before. Obviously not in person, but like on YouTube. Okay. You can't sleep, you just don't want to sleep. Unless you have insomnia, which I'm not sure if you do or don't. Something like that. What the hell is that? You saying she's black? No, because the first one has a mustache, which is me.
I'm gonna put it
2 hours from now, tomorrow? Okay. Gonna clean off this brush a bit. So we got a little bit of like the water. Do like this.
Other was a blue dog given to the boy with a name. This looker was fully given to Dawn. Let's be back for the way.
Okay, look, I said I've heard of the Robert doll. Don't remember the story, but I have heard of it. I've heard of it. We got a tiny bit of black as well. Right here.
Dead person.
You doing the test right now? No, you're not, Ruby. Why are you lying?
Yours in the fridge. It's right there on top. Right there in the corner. On top. Yeah.
Wait, what you want? Oh.
You couldn't
Okay. What was that at? We're gonna add some birds in here, because why not? You can post a photo. I mean, anyone can post a photo. Doesn't mean it's yours.
Okay, I think it was.
Yeah, the Annabelle Museum got shut down years ago, I believe. After That's your fault. Why you don't pay attention? Yeah, I think after Lorraine Warden died, right? I'm pretty sure she passed away. That's when they closed the museum down, and she didn't want anyone going in there, this and that. Let's see what else. I think this one's pretty much done. It's a super quick, easy, kind of ugly looking painting, but whatever. I think we actually might add some green a bit here and there. So let's add a little bit of that pale green. There we go. Got a nice little sea green going on. I'm going to use this brush and kind of just tap it in. Like that. So tap, 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 tap. Here and there. Try to clean off our brush, keep it dry a bit. Now I could just go back and forth, kind of mix it in a little bit. Not a lot. You still want it to be, you know, messy. So that. There we go. And this excess paint we're going to put on this page. Perhaps make something from it. My dogs are barking at a ghost. Annie. Did you ever stay up late at night at a haunted place alone? Alone? No. No, not alone. I'll stay in a haunted house or a haunted place with like at least maybe 2 other people, 2 or 3 other people, minimum. But you know, all by my lonesome? Nah, no thanks. Unless I'm getting paid like a good amount of money, and even then, I'm not sure how much is enough. There we go. Annie. So for the most part, this one's kind of done. Let me check something. A, B, C, D, E, F. See, from here. Okay, so I'll check something real quick. Alright, we're gonna do some drawing then, because we already finished the painting and I don't have anything else to paint, and I can't close it because it's still wet. So that was the one from earlier, which I kind of like how it came out, and the one from right now, super simple, ugly, but it's something. So let's move that away. Let me put our paints away, and we're gonna sketch some people. So get your pencils, get your paper, and get ready to draw. Follow along. Follow along. Let's throw all this inside. And then get my other book. What did they say that I'm alone for 1 week and they'll pay you 1K a night? So 7,000 to stay alone in a haunted house? No thanks. It's not enough. I think we'll paint some naked guys. Gotta be a different place each night. Haunted Hospital. Hell no! Yeah, I'm not for 7K, and I'm not doing that. 5K maybe. 5K a night, probably. But I mean, if I just like in one room, then maybe. I'll just like sleep the entire night. Yeah, let me pick up my reference image. It's loading. And let me get my pen. Alright, you guys ready to draw? Wait, I think, what should we focus on? I think this time we're gonna focus on maybe some arms. We've been doing a bunch of like, full body, so we'll focus on the arms. Yes, I see you. I also saw the post you uploaded. Okay, so we're gonna do some arms here. This is the right arm. I think we might do like the whole just torso, perhaps. Yes, I don't believe it's yours. See, it's gonna be kind of ugly because this is the first drawing of the day, so it's gonna be rough. Gotta warm up the hands. Let's see. You have any questions for the spirits? You'll bring your PS in case you want to play some Call or GTA. Yeah, right. You can get spooked. There we go. We're just gonna focus on the kind of torso and the arms this time. Nothing else. What do you mean you bought it as a joke? I mean, if it did, then I'll be surprised, shocked, disappointed. You said at haunted part. I mean, the apartment I used to live in was haunted. I said that's how I have my ghost experiences. Thank you, friend, but there's a faint line. You're scared? No, you're. I just don't believe anything. Coming from you? Come on now. This looks horrible. Yeah, this is horrible. Really bad. Hopefully you guys are not following along. Yeah, let's do a bit quicker and loosen up. Okay, so we did those. Something a bit easier. Okay, so that goes like that. So just keep it loose. Keep it loose, quick and easy. Not going in with like too much expectation. We're gonna keep expectations low, so you know we could surprise ourselves. UVRB okay. There you go. See, now it looks a lot better than this one. This one was a quicker. Do some more. Next time you go work with them, you gotta record it on a C if anything happens. Keep it like that. Maybe I should kind of tilt my page a bit as well. Keep it too straight. I'm not sure what's up with me today. I can't draw. These are all looking like dookie. Something like that. Then we have nice shoulder. Yeah, we get that for sure. No, don't grab a snack. Go to sleep. That's what you gotta do. You know, messing up your sleep schedule is never fun, especially if you have to wake up early. This is a bit kind of weird because it's kind of like twisting. We're going to go with La Isla de las Muñecas in Mexico. I know that. Seen it on one of the ghost hunting shows, or maybe also YouTube. One of those two. I might add some simple shading. Try to fix it up. Where did you get a taco from, huh? So this has a bit more of a shadow. So is this side over here. It's kind of twisting. It seems like kind of going something like this. Do some more torsos. Yeah, later Oakland. Get that sleep, that rest. Or maybe we should do sketch some animals. Maybe. Yeah, those are a bit easier for me to kind of draw. Let's some of this area. Yeah, it seems like a kind of difficult pose, but we'll try it out. Well, kind of good to for me to practice cutting off the heads and trying to draw how I think it looks underneath. I'll just prune the whole head off this reference image. Going through the license, all the names, so I had to ask paranormal stuff. No, yeah, I have some paranormal experiences, and I've told them. I think in the last live, last live, I told a lot of them. So if you were to go back and rewatch that live, you'll hear the ghost experience that I have. Hey Dark Eye, feeling better today? Is today a better day? I hope you say yes and not no. And I hope you give me good news, not bad. Where do you think I'm from? No, another bad day. Ya sabes cómo me pongo porque me invitas. What up, Morty? Still struggling. Just remember, the past is the past, the future is now. Life's like a garden, dig it. I don't know what else. Any other quotes? I just try to find something to, try and help you get through the struggles. So how you been, Morty? Hope also good news. Oh, last time was kind of some bad news regarding your brother. You smoke weed, or will you be what do you call it? Smoking, huh? So sativa, some indica, some hybrid. Back when I used to do that, I really enjoyed sativa. Do a little bit of sativa, start drawing, painting. Some good times. Creative. I don't know if Canada or US, more so US. If I have to guess the state, I'll say maybe Illinois or Ohio. If it's the Midwest. Lots of guesses there. Is that Jamie? Jermaine? Yeah, I'm from the US, from California. California, born and raised. LA. I'm gonna darken up some of these areas. Give me more, yeah. But complaining's fun. I enjoy complaining every now and then. Where's you from, huh? You ask me, I'm gonna ask you. Like I said, you're from SoCal? Yeah, nice. Was I born and raised? Excuse me. Do a different pose. It's a bit longer because this one's kind of like I think I messed up. He's like kind of like in the superhero pose, you know, kind of punching down, I guess you could say. Same. Excuse me. What's the gas prices like over there? You know, I don't live in SoCal anymore. Now it's NorCal. Northern California. This looks horrible. Why does it look weird? I can just imagine freaking the gas prices over there. So just imagine. Gas price here. I like Snoop Dogg. Nah, mine's like further in. I think that's a bit closer to, you know, like the border, right? Now my family's like further in. Have you done canvas, something like that? What up, okay? Canvas, like actual canvas, I experimented once or twice back in my youth. I do have a few canvases that I'm planning to work on soon because I'm getting into painting with acrylics. This isn't canvas, but you know, I am using paints. No, I've never been out of the States. I have yet to travel. I want to travel. I just never really have the money to travel. Gas high as fuck? Yeah. I mean, like, how what's the gas price like, huh? I'm curious. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, I won't get too much into it because, you know, then it'll start getting political and that's not what I want. Just trying to keep it, you know, easy going. Travel the world one day. I mean, that'd be dope. I would love to travel, take a sketchbook, maybe some paints, or just even a pen and just travel different places, some museums, sketch, draw what I see. Nothing like a nose. I see it. I see it. How's the walking going? Okay, you still been doing walking, like 2 hours and shit. It's crazy, crazy work. This one's even more inward. Like super. Not like really inward. It's just. Well, kind of. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I think the head is about here. No, I don't know if you're heard or not, but I haven't left this state. I haven't gotten out of the state. Yeah, I've been trying to do a 1 hour, 30-minute run today. Nice. I want to get back into shape as well. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'm gonna start. I mean, I've been doing some, arm workouts. But I want to start doing some cardio. I'm just letting people know. No, I didn't know about that, Morty. But I'm just saying I don't want to get too much into it, only because quickly, it could get political. But yeah, I don't really mind. Well, anyways, never realistic. Yeah, I've never been off this thing. You make me a sticker pack for sure. If you make me a sticker pack, you gotta. Whenever I go visit, I'll hit you up so you could give it to me, and I'll give you something in return, and I'll put a bunch of stickers on my books and shit. I'll definitely use it. That'd be dope. That'd be really dope. You make me a sticker pack, and I'll have to make you something, I don't know, like a painting or a drawing. We have an art trade. Actually, my wife just went down there a couple days ago. Friends in peace, and I'll do a joy. I remember I wanted to do Hell in Heaven theme. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but my wife actually went down there a couple days ago. Saturday she went to go visit. You're not good with that with realism? It's not good. I kind of prefer the unrealistic, more of a stylized pieces anyways. Realism is cool and all, but in my opinion kind of lacks some kind of creativity. There, I said it. It could be like kind of realism with like a bit of like, I don't know, stylized things here and there. Dope. Have I been to all of the western, most of the southern states, to the west coast? Have you played that one game where you look at the license plates and be like, oh look, this is California, check. Oh look, go here, check. Or like, some people have, I don't know, collect things from different states and fill up their, like a map or a wall, whatever. Like I think I've seen one where there's like a wooden map of this, wooden states map, and they just fill it up whenever they get a new one or visit a new state. He said if you could read myself, could you? Go ahead, tell her. Tell her. She's asleep right now, so. That's a different song. And there's some water. I have no idea when I'm planning on going. Yeah, more or less around that area. At least right now, I don't have any plans to go. But whenever I know exactly when I'm gonna go, I'll send you I'll DM you, letting you know when and where. With Google, because you have been searching for me. Look at these cheesy pickup lines.
There's only 6 countries right now for free.
Okay. For one, probably Switzerland. I see like a few images of Switzerland. Looks pretty cool. Obviously, gotta visit the motherland, Mexico. Never been. Gotta go. What else? So that's, he said 6. Switzerland, Mexico. Maybe Hawaii. But that's, I guess that's the U.S. That doesn't really count. So okay, Switzerland, Mexico. I don't really have many states. I mean, not states. Many countries that I'm like, oh, I want to visit this place. Not really. I'm just kind of like, eh. Maybe Japan. I say maybe because I'm not really one of those people in love with Japan. That's pretty much it. Maybe just those 2 or 3. I don't know, maybe like Greenland or Iceland. This. And some of yours. Because I never really had the urge to travel like that. I know some people are like, they have to travel. I'm like, man, I gotta go over here. I need to go over here. For me, I'm just like, eh. I'm good with where I'm at. Maybe just see some places, someplace nice. Not necessarily country, but states like Alaska, Hawaii. I'm sure what other states have like nice scenery. Stu and Wardy I'm gonna be fighting for the amazing support. Streets. Shade in some of these areas. So I am using a reference image for these in case you're just joining in or something. You know, I'm not good enough to do from imagination or memory. Welcome back to music. Was it, I think, Kiri? I was gonna say next. I said, I don't really have anything in mind. Hawaii, Alaska, pretty much it. Because I just never had the that burning sensation to travel. I see places I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to go there, but yeah. Kiri, okay. How's it going, Kiri? No, I think I just ignored Ruby as well. She came in and said meow. I just ignored her. And Yay, or yeah, welcome in. What is Montgomery? Hello. First time I see you in the chat. How is you? Just kind of keeping this loose. Trying to see if I can stay into her possible stream. We'll see if she streams. I said she was here earlier. Then kind of left. Then she came back, said meow. And then I didn't respond because I was talking. How rude, right? And I don't know what she's at. You good? I too am good. Can't complain. Super thirsty. My mouth is dry. It could be a bit bigger. The neck area. Your sleep schedule's cooked. That's just how it is, huh? Like everyone's sleep schedule is messed up around here. Nice. I'm using a reference image, as you can see here. That's my reference image. And I just go here, and then I just pick on a different one. Like, okay, we could do that one. So I'm kind of just focusing on the, torso with all that stuff. Essentially, when it appears the same thing. What do you mean? No, this ain't no family channel. Never. David Goggins? No, not David Goggins. 1:45 a.m. Yeah, same time zone. And then I'll probably just finish up this page with a few more poses and end it there because I'm pretty tired and tired eating. Getting tired. 6 months, another good thing to prepare. I remember that one. I remember. Yeah, California. God love good old California, right? Amazing weather. That's it. That's okay. Once again, just shade in some of this area. Type of weather. Yeah, it was 90 sometime last week, but now it's going down a bit. Yesterday was in like 80 something, and the next few days gonna be like, I think today's 60, tomorrow 70. Yeah. Ireland, Monaco, Peru, Philippines, Spain, Egypt. Maybe Ireland. I think Ireland has like some nice scenery. Yeah, so I've been drawing you in an amazing pose that you're ripped. I'm assuming the Philippines. I think it kind of sucks, at least in the area I lived in. It never rains. It rarely does. See? How did I know you were a Filipino? Or that you live in the Philippines? Because you could be living there and not be Filipino, but you know what I mean. Yeah, actually the fitness model. The before picture. Steroids not even once, right? The weather is random. I'm assuming you guys have like, rain, all that stuff. I don't think you guys get snow. Why? Because Halloween originated there, Marco, because of Andes Mountains and Sahara Desert. Something may be good, something may be shit.
Set out of phone there. March 31st, 2026.
We could squeeze in a few more. Go.
This down.
I think I might be able to do maybe 4, maybe a few more. Trying to squeeze in as many as I can. I want to feel like, you know, I'm taking advantage of all the available space that I have. Make it seem like, okay, I actually did use this sketchbook and it wasn't a waste. And ADD. That's why they're barking. There you go. I think this will be the last one. And then I'm get off. Because like I said, I'm freaking tired. Alright, thank you Morty for being here. Well, thank you for being here. Have a good night. Good luck in any adventure you be embarking in. I'm trying to stay awake. Yeah, don't worry. We're all gonna sleep right now. Trying to get this last image. But you don't wanna, but you're gonna have to. Who is that? Maybe about the 2. That looks horrible. Whatever. There you go. Page done. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15 drawings done. And we got this painting that was done. And we finished up this one from a couple days ago, or yesterday. So a somewhat productive stream. I feel like I'm kind of slowing down a bit with my production or my output, but I think it's alright. So let's see. You were falling asleep while drawing, then woke up back up and started drawing again. Then you got so tired, said no. Not really. But there was one time I was pretty drunk. I did a lot of drinking, and I was about to like pass out. And my wife was kind of like waking me up to like, you know, go to the bed. And I was like, oh, what time is it? She's like, oh, it's 8:50 or something like that. And I got up like quick. I'm like, oh, I gotta do my drawing, my daily drawing. because I was challenging myself to draw every single day. So even being completely drunk, whatever, I was still managed to get up and bust out a drawing, even though it was like ugly. I still managed to do it. I guess our headquarters move to spring break because it's been over a year and you're halfway done. Okay. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for me. Sorry, Oakland. You have to find someone else to watch or something else. I'll be back sometime today or tomorrow, depending where you are in the world. Thank you for watching. Later, EA. You love music. Oakland. Well, I guess Kiri. Peekaboo. Time to hit the sack. Yeah. California IA. All the way. Bye, everyone.